are starting this tour. Osgood Hall, Eaton Centre. I think it's the biggest hotel in the city of Toronto. It's where they hold a lot of conferences and things like that. So let's take a walk along Queen Street West and Queen Street East. We'll cross Yonge Street, which is the dividing street between East and West.
She doesn't work for housing.
Check out the food options at City Hall. French fries and poutine. $4 for a hot dog and fries. So everything is like $3.50 for a jumbo hot dog, up to $5.50 for a veggie hot. No, sorry, $3.50 for a veggie hot dog, $5.50 for chicken and fries. Let's see how much the poutine is. Oh, medium poutine, $4.99. That's not too bad. All these food trucks always congregate outside City Hall. They must have some kind of a special license. Poutine, $5.50. The best poutine. All basically the same deal. Hot dogs, poutine, hamburgers, and French fries. French fries. Jumbo hot dogs, $3. They're all about the same price. All these streetcars are being replaced. You won't see these anymore. The new ones are much longer. Okay, we are on Queen Street West, heading east towards Yonge Street. You got Old City Hall over here. That's regular City Hall, new City Hall. Although it's certainly ain't new anymore. It's been around for over 30 years. This is the main shopping strip in downtown Toronto. And the Eaton Centre is the major shopping centre in the city. There you go, Bay Street. Heading south towards the lake. recladding of an office tower.
There's just a lot of like.
This here is the Eaton Centre. Goes all the way from Queen Street to Dundas Street along Yonge Street. That's a new bridge they just put in recently. Over here you have the Hudson Bay department store. And then beside that you have Saks Fifth Avenue, which has been around now for about 2 years. Here's one of the main entrances to the Eaton Centre. It's the busiest shopping mall in North America, has the highest pedestrian traffic. Now we're crossing Bay Street. This is Toronto's main street. It divides everything from east to west. So let's take a quick look a bit at Yonge Street here. Then we will continue along Queen Street east this time. Okay. Downtown Yonge, Queen Street East, Yonge Street. So this is basically the area we're in. The subway line runs north and south along Yonge Street. So that's one of the reasons why it's a very busy street. It's the main subway line in Toronto. have St. Michael's Hospital, which is one of the major hospitals in the city. It's a brand new building, hasn't even opened yet, the expansion. And there's basically condos going up in every direction, as you can see. This is an area where there's camera stores and also pawn shops along Church Street, which is the next major street at the corner. This is also the area where Toronto gets a little bit rough. This is the east side of downtown, and it's where all the homeless shelters, all the drug addiction centers, lots of rooming houses and government housing are all located in this. They're all warehoused in this area to conveniently get it out of the way. So it's a bit of a rough area, a lot of distressed and mentally ill people walking around, a lot of homelessness and despair you'll see in this area. It's not as bad as other places that I've seen. The crime rate is higher in this area too, but it's still safe. I walk in this area all the time. I've never seen any violence or anything. You just see a lot of mentally ill people, and you see a lot of people that are high on drugs. Here is one of the best camera stores in the city, Henry's. In fact, it's where I bought my camera that I'm using right now, my Sony Action Cam. And then on this side of the road you have all the pawn shops, although they are being redeveloped. There's a number of condos going up on this street here. So we are on Church Street now. We'll continue down to the next major street. Although this area is gentrifying, this parking lot here will be gone very soon. There's 4 condos going up. There's one being built right now on the north part of the parking lot. And then there's three more gonna attach to it. And there's gonna be shopping in the bottom, shopping arcade. And some parks. As you can see, all the buildings there are brand new. They're all condos that were built in the last few years. And they're mostly for Ryerson students, because Ryerson University is located just not one major street north. So they're mostly going to be rented to students, although they are condos. Each block the street gets a little bit rougher. Once we're coming up to Jarvis Street, and once you cross Jarvis Street, that's where it really becomes, well, that's where the homeless shelters are. It starts right on the corner here of Jarvis. There's a homeless shelter there. And that's where you see a lot of people standing outside doing drugs or making drug deals, waiting for their dealer, or just in pain. You see a lot of people in Toronto, obviously mentally ill, but they're in anguish. It's almost like they're in pain. So not a lot of people walk in, not a lot of Torontonians walk in this area. They avoid this area. I myself don't really have worries about crime, so it's not an issue for me. There's still nice stores in the area. It's not like it's a no-go area. Well, it is for some people, but it's not in general for me anyways. I mean, there are restaurants and stores and... Oops, streetcar's blocking my view. Some nice older buildings too. But this building on the corner here is a homeless shelter. I don't know if I should risk it by walking past it. Somebody might not. The problem is when you're filming in areas where people do drugs and sell drugs, drug dealers do not want to be filmed. I had that happen to me once in Vancouver, filming a downtown street. The guy ran across the street and said, "Delete it right now." And it was obvious that he was a drug dealer or something. Okay, you know what? Maybe I will try to film discreetly.
Where the fuck were you, bro? Alright.
Okay, that went well. This is an unusual place for a Persian rug center. Then you got an art gallery here. See, Toronto's a weird city. Even in the poorest neighborhoods, the rougher places. And you have some fancier spas and stuff, antique stores, home furnishing stores. All kinds of cool stuff, optometrist. People respond emotionally before they respond rationally. The heart kicks in. Communications. Don't know what that's about. Nice historic office building. These are all little warehouses that were turned into office buildings. A lot of tech companies, things like that around here. A block south of the rough stuff.
It's an old dead fish.
So, what's your horrible story?
Well,
Another antique store.
one of the teachers who I was working with had a 3-year-old.
Law office.
Choked on a marshmallow and he did it.
More antiques. See what kind of stuff they have in here.
It's okay.
And on the corner here you have another homeless shelter right there. Now we are at the epicenter, or what's the right word? Problematic Toronto, let's say. This is where a lot of the rougher people hang out. Oh, look at this cool store here. Home decor stuff. Looks like a pretty high-end kind of place. Funky. Yeah, so anyways, this is Sherbourne and Queen Street East. There's basically 3 major homeless shelters in this area. So this is where, and also drug centers. So this is where a lot of the really difficult people hang out. People that are hard to place into housing and things like that. Antisocial behavior, mental illness. You can see this strip of stores here. Is a really rough area. Okay. That's the end of this tour. We're at the corner of Sherbourne and Queen. That area there is called Moss Park, and that's because that park right here is Moss Park.